We are live. You're welcome to the School Owners Forum, Nigeria's largest training network of school owners, of teachers, of parents, of education stakeholders, of everyone generally. You know that we always say on the School Owners Forum that school business is everyone's business. So I welcome you once again. I'd like you to sit back and relax. The class has started. Let me start with a story. I once spoke to a school executive, a school owner, who told me that a few parents have begun to get disgruntled about some of the items on their bill. She told me that a particular parent on one occasion walked to the school and complained that some items on the children's bill have not been utilized by the school. For example, the parent asks that this clinic fee that you put on the bill, my child has not fallen sick since they started attending this school. My children have not fallen sick. They have not been sick. They have not taken even common paracetamol. They have not taken any drug. They have not attended any. They have not even been to the school hospital or school clinic. So how can you say that the money have been paying for this clinic fee has been utilized all these years? So you know what? The parent demanded a refund of that particular item, the clinic fee that she has been paying all along. So what can we say is the problem with that? The problem with that is that many times we put items on our bill that create rancor. It creates argument. It creates controversy among our parents. It makes them feel like, am I paying for free? Am I or I'm just being exploited? See, it creates this exploitation mentality. It makes them feel as if they are being exploited. I told you last week in the last class that there is a psychology that you need to learn when it comes to pricing. Pricing is a thing of the mind. You can charge people money and they won't know they are paying it. But when you charge your fee and people begin to think like, oh, it's like they're just out. There's this slang that parents have, school owners have. They reap money every 4 months. They are just out to make these school owners self. They are just out to make our money. It doesn't then even matter how cheap your service is. Some of us would think that because our school fees is cheap, and then your parents will appreciate it. It's not about how cheap or how expensive. Parents will definitely still not appreciate it if they feel that what they are paying should not be paying. Many times they don't always have a problem with the tuition fee. Many times they don't have a problem with the tuition fee, but they usually always or almost all the time have a problem with the other breakdown that we have on our bill. They question it. You see, when parents begin to question those items, then there's a problem. If they begin to feel like, oh, am I supposed to pay for this? Every one of us listening to me, or almost everyone listening to me, will understand or agree with the fact that many times parents walk up to you and pick a pen, they pick the bill, they begin to mark it. Madam, should I pay? Do I need to pay for this? Madam, cross it out. Meanwhile, you as a school owner, you are already hoping to make some gains. You're already hoping to make some profit on those other miscellaneous items that you have put. Are we saying that you should remove all the miscellaneous items? Are we saying that it is only tuition that should be on the bill? No. We are saying that they should be well organized. There are some things that should even be there. There are some things you will call another name so that parents will just accept it wholeheartedly rather than create a lot of controversy all around it. Okay, so you're welcome to the School Owners Forum, Nigeria's largest training network of school owners, of teachers, of education stakeholders generally, of parents too. And I'm David Adeniji, by the grace of God, convener of the School Owners Forum. Shall I still remind you again that just on the 26th of June last month, the School Owners Forum upgraded to become a nationwide group with state chapters, and we are still calling on you to associate. Call us and let us tell you your own state chapter representatives, and because the next meeting we are going to have, which is most likely to be on the 7th of August, the next physical meeting, attendance is compulsory. Let me go on this short break. You know what I'm going to do during this short break? I'm going to invite everyone that needs to be in class. So I'd like you to begin to share on your platforms. Tell them the class is on. The class is on. So let's begin to remind everyone that the class is on. And for those of us who are already in the room, while I'm going on this break, I want you to click on the subscribe button on YouTube. You're watching on YouTube, right? Click on the subscribe button. Just right now, do it now. Click on the subscribe button and then click on the bell and then share it. Share the class to as many platforms as possible. And if you're on Facebook, good. My Facebook people, if you're on Facebook, click on the like button, like the video or the class, and then also comment. Drop a comment. Let me hear you. I've seen just one comment. I don't want you to come to class silent. Greetings to you, sir. Thank you very much. Greetings to you too. So share the class. Comment. Drop a comment. Let me know where you are following us from. Let me know also the school you are representing. So while I go for this short break, I'm going to be right back right after this time out. Once again, this is the School Owners Forum, Nigeria's largest training network of school owners, of teachers, of education stakeholders, of parents generally. And I'm David Adeniji, your usual host.
Do you know that the worth of your school is the combined worth of your teachers? Do you know that the value of your school is the combined value that your parents have placed on your teachers? Are you having problems with making your teachers cooperate with you and be productive as you would want to be? What you need is our training. We have trained over 10,000 teachers in the last few years, and the results have been tremendous. We have two packages. We have the leadership attitude, skills, and ethics, which is LACE for teachers, and we also have TRACE, teachers reorientation for action, capacity, and excellence. So which of them do you want? Call us and let us train your teachers. The results will amaze you. We will help them see the reasons why cooperating with you leads to their own growth, and at the end of the day, it leads to the growth of the school. So it's important. Let us train your teachers. We can come to your school, train them in your school. We can also organize that training for you online. Everyone knows that on SOF we have 3 textbooks, and these are the books written by David Adeniji, convener of the School Owners Forum. Talking about the 4-legged school growth strategy. That is the best book when it comes to school growth. Talking about Thrive, how to thrive with your school business in this new era, especially after the pandemic. A whole new era came to school business and you need to learn it. Thrive is a book to read. And then talking about the indispensable teacher. No, there is no other book that helps you manage teachers more than that. Even teachers actually are the ones who need this book too. So you need the book as a school owner. The teachers also need the book. Just order these 3 copies. There's a combo package that is very cheap. That is the price there. You will see it, and then we're going to ship the books to you. The 4-legged school growth strategy, the indispensable teacher, and Thrive. Get those books today. Many of us use school management software that limit us in one way or the other, because they have not been upgraded to meet present global trends. Now you need to switch to Thinkalai. Thinkalai is Nigeria's largest school management software. Switch to Thinkalai. It won't take you more than hours. We will do the switch for you. So it manages all your operations, admissions, exams, timetables, e-learning, online classes. Just name it. Bulk SMS. Everything is in it. Online exams, CBT. So switch to Thinkalai school management software today. So you can go to thinkalai.net. That is thinkalai.net. Go there and check the features.
All right, you're welcome back to Unlock with me, David Adeniji. And the class is very, very simple. The class says that what exactly should be the items on my school fees bill? What exactly should be the items on my school fees bill? Usually, we don't waste time at all. Let me go right away and show you my slide here that I've been preparing all night. All right. So, what exactly should be the items on my school fees bill? Without much ado, let us continue into what the class is really saying. All right. The first point to make is that maybe I should start by telling you what items should not be on your bill. I may not be able to possibly tell you all the individual items that should be there. You understand these things. I'm not, you know your business. You are an expert in these things. You know it. You understand. And I must give it to you. You have been running your school perfectly. I still see people are still talking to me. Thank you very much from Grooming Leader School, Oreyo. Thank you very much. If you are online right now, I want to know where you are following me from. I want to know the school that you represent. And if you're on YouTube, kindly subscribe. Click the subscribe button as you continue. So let me go on into what I'm trying to say. The first point I'm making is that even though it may not be possible for me to tell you all the exact items that you should be on your bill, but at least I'm going to achieve something in this class. I'm going to start by telling you the things that should not be there. With the development of time and the passage of with the passage of time and advancement of things, there are some things that are that we are still including on our bills that should not be there. I remember when I attended nursery school, so many years ago, some of the items that are on the bill then, some people still put it down. Items like, and I'm not saying this to spite anyone. What I'm trying to say is that you need to pick that bill again. Your bill is your behavior. Your bill shows your character. Your bill shows what you put emphasis on and the things you do not place emphasis on. I like you to understand that that bill is not limited to be viewed in your school alone. Remember that people are going to take your bill out of your school. They're going to take it to daddy at home. They're going to take it and compare with that which they get from other schools. Do you understand? So your bill is like how do I put it now? It's like a statement of who you are. Many of us do it carelessly. I'm going to tell you some things in this class, and it will prompt you to go and change your bill. Some of us, we just draw out our drawers and then pick a bill that we have been reprinting every year or every term. The thing looks shabby and looks like, don't worry, I'm going to get there. But you see, your bill is the first decision-making instrument that your parents have about you. As a matter of fact, 50% of what they are going to perceive about your school, 50, that I have always said that school business is image business. So 50% of the perception they will form about you, it depends on how your bill, what is in your bill, and how it actually looks. Your bill is like the proposal. It's like you tell me to submit a proposal for a business, and I go and bring one kind of paper that even no matter how good the product is, no matter how good the service is, because I did not package my proposal well, I may not be accepted after all. Do you understand? So let me talk about some items. At least I'm going to talk about the presentation of the bill later, but first of all, let me start with some items that should not be on your bill anymore. So maybe I should talk about items that shouldn't be on your bill anymore. Now look at it. You need to remove some items from your bill. And I'm telling you the truth. You need to remove items that make parents argue the legitimacy of the items you charge. That make parents argue the legitimacy of the items that you charge. Items like development levy. Let's talk about it. Now, I'm not making command statement here. I'm just teaching you. Let's talk about that item called development levy. I remember development levy, usually it started from the bills we get when we attend public schools. You understand? They have development levies like, okay, we parents are also stakeholders. They should be involved in the development of the school. Not so again when school business became a business. When school became a business, I'm not saying that parents are not partners, but I'm saying that when you now put items like development levy, who is developing what? Should they be helping you to develop your business? I tell you something, even though you have parents and you are in charge of the destinies of their children, I want you to understand, don't get it wrong. You are in business. Excuse me, you are in business. Your parents are customers. And I'd like you to see them, first of all, as customers before you begin to see them as family. Some people will say, I'm running a family. It's a family. Yeah, I know it's a family, but it is first of all a business. And so when you put an item like development levy, who is developing what? After I have paid you all the money you have charged me, you cannot tell me to be developing your school anymore. Now, the question I used to ask is, can't you charge that same amount of money and put it in your tuition? And don't let it look as if it's an extra fee. Somebody will say the tuition will get high. Why deceive the parents in the beginning anyway? Why tell them that some items are optional when, as a matter of fact, eventually it is compulsory? Because you think that you are going to make some gains on that. Let me tell us something. Let me tell us some of the things we do that we need to correct. We prepare our bill and we do it like this. Let me not put too much money on the tuition fee so that they will not say it's expensive. Let me put that money on the development levy. At least it's nothing. I'm going to spend it anyway. Let me put that money in uniform at least so that I will make a lot of gains. You better be realistic. You better be real. You better deal with people. Begin to deal with people as if you are in business. If you are going to put something on your bill, you must have an answer to their objection. They are going to object. They will tell you, madam, why is this one here? If your objection, if you don't have a good answer, to counter that objection, to crush that objection, then you are going to be having problems at the end of the day. So it's important that when you have I have a sample of a bill here. I'm not going to mention. You see, it has a development levy. You now put development levy, and then I begin to ask. If I'm a parent, I'm going to ask, what am I developing? Who is developing what? Am I supposed to develop your business? Okay, you have charged me tuition, I have paid. You charge me uniform, even though it's more expensive than what we find in the market, in the open market. No problem. I don't have a choice. You have mandated it. I have paid. You charge me stationery, and I go to the bookshop. Even this same quality of books, even though you say they are not in the bookshop, the quality of books you are selling to me is not even as good as the quality you find in the bookshop. That is even cheaper. But no problem. I have paid. And then you charge me, you now say I should pay development levy. Then I ask myself, what is development levy? Who am I? Who is developing what? It is your business. When you begin to share your profit, will you give me profit? Development levy is fit for a public school where school fee is not really there. You understand? The school is run with the contribution of alumni and parents and all of that, especially when in states where education has been announced to be free. Do you understand? So that's okay. That's okay. Development levy is like telling people to pay offering. You understand? When you pay off, when you give offering, you are giving to the work of God. You understand? Because you are also getting virtue for free. You understand? So you are sowing a seed to the work of God. It is not sowing business. This one is business. It is not church and it is not charity. So when you say development levy, immediately the parent begins to think, what? Excuse me, am I supposed to pay this one? Then they come to you with their pen. Look at my pen. They come to you with their pen, and with the bill you are giving them, they will say, madam, sit down. Let us strike out some things. And then they begin to ask you, what is this one for? Now, I'm only taking development levy as an example of so many other items that are on your bill that create a lot of controversy. See, let me tell you something. When you create controversy between you and your customer, and such that the customer now gets disgruntled, not because of your service. Listen to me. When you create a loophole, an avenue for controversy around price, controversy surrounding price. Do you understand? You are cheating yourself, because you know what? No matter how good your service then is, the parent, instead of praising you and appreciating the quality of your service, they begin to complain and argue based on the organization of the items on your bill. Then they will say, well, this person is cheating us. When you create that impression, then there is a problem. There's going to be a problem at the end of the day. So I want you to begin to look at your bill right now. As a matter of fact, I know that if you are a school owner listening to me, your bill is probably in your room right now, even though I know you're at home. You will have a copy of your bill on your desk.
Some of us have a copy of our bill on our phone. Please reach out for that bill and begin to pick your pen. I'm going to teach you in this class how you will eventually charge the same amount of money. You understand? You will charge the same amount of money, but you will have removed every avenue for controversy. So let me continue on that slide that I was reading to you. I said, I give an example also of an item like clinical fees. Okay, let's assume that a parent refuses to pay clinical fees. When the child falls sick, will you leave the child to be sick? I mean, we need to rationalize all of these things. Am I saying that clinical fees should not be there? I don't know. If I were you, I will go to my bill and put and retain that clinical fees and put 0 naira free and say clinical fees free. When you put that, the parent will be like, wow, I'm getting this for free. You understand? It's psychology. It's the same thing I'm going to pay. I'm going to remove the amount of money and split it and put it on items that cannot be argued. So when you say a parent should pay clinical fees, okay, I agree, clinical fees. If a parent does not pay that clinical fees, are you saying, if I'm your parent and I refuse to pay the clinical fees and my child falls sick, are you saying you are not going to treat the child? Are you saying that you are going to, if my child just suddenly runs, you are going to wait, you will not even apply first aid until I come back in the afternoon to pick the child? Is that what you are saying? You understand? All of these things call for criticism. Criticize your process yourself. Don't let outsiders, don't let customers come and criticize you. And so I'm just giving you examples. I'm not going to be imposing anything. I know that we have a huge following, but I want to regularize some things. I want you to know also that I am like a bridge between the parents and the school owners. I hear what they say. I also hear what teachers talk about, but I'm talking to school owners in this class. So when you put an item called clinical fees or medical fees on your bill, are you saying that if a child falls sick and the parent does not pay medical fees, then you are not going to treat the child? Okay, let us continue on that. Look at an item such as okay, I understand. Yeah, I look at an item like exam fee. Now, let me tell you the reason why stationery is understandable. Stationery is understandable because when a parent sees it, a parent understands that this stationery is not printed in the school. You understand? The parent understands that this stationery, I understand the reason why I'm paying, because this stationery is not printed by the school, even though the school is still doing business with it. But you see, you are going to be making gain on that, even though it is silent. Nobody, none of the parents will argue with you on that. You understand? You know why? Because they will immediately it will have a soft landing on their heart. Yes, the woman is doing good. The school owner is doing well. I understand. This station, things are costly now. That's understandable. It's understandable. You understand? But when you now put an item, let's go to the bill again. Let's go to the bill. So I have stricken out stationery. That's understandable. Let's go to the bill. Look at exam fee. This one really makes me laugh. You see schools that put exam fee on the bill. I begin to ask myself, so of what use is your teaching when at the end of the term you will not allow the child to write exam because they did not pay exam fee? So are you saying that if a parent refuses to pay exam fee, the child is not going to write exam? So you are not going to grade the child, or you will not promote the child? Many parents have withdrawn their children from the school. Don't worry, is it not exam fee? I will not pay. At the end of the term, I will just withdraw the child and wait until next term. They will come back. I hear of a particular comment on our platform where a particular school owner was complaining that what will she do? What will she do? Because parents will do first term and second term, and then by third term, they will withdraw the children and come back next session first time. It's actually funny. I laughed. Who knows? Maybe her exam fee, the exam fee on her bill is what is making them run away. All right. So some people say, somebody said we have it on our bill too. So you have exam fee. Excuse me, exam fee? Why will you teach me and charge me separately for a writing exam? Then don't conduct exam. No problem. I don't want exams. You understand? It's funny. It's somehow just funny. I'm not telling you to reduce your overall the total package. Neither am I telling you to increase it. I'm saying you need to criticize the items on your bill yourself. Ask yourself, what will the parent feel? A forward-thinking parent, if you have a parent like me in your school, I may keep quiet if I know that you won't listen to me, but it doesn't mean that I agree. So exam fee, in my own opinion, I think it is gone are those days when we attended public schools. And then you see that there's exam fee on the, of course, that's understandable. Some people, even some school owners, still charge parents for printing. You know, when you want to explain to them, you say, Mommy, Daddy, you know that we are going to print. Hello, why will you be charging parents for printing exam questions? Why will you have to charge them? Okay, when you want to print reminder, do you charge them? When you want to print a circular among your in your team, among your teachers, do you charge them? So you cannot charge parents for printing exam fee. I mean, for printing examination questions. So if that is your argument, if that is your reason, then you have to go and think again. To me, in my opinion, exam fees should not be on the bill, because when you teach children, you have to examine them, you have to test them, you know, at the end of the term. So let us look at other items that I think we should look at. But before I continue, let me come back home. Once again, this is the School Owners Forum, Nigeria's largest training network of school owners, of teachers, of education stakeholders, of parents generally. We have members even outside Nigeria. And on the 26th of June, the School Owners Forum became a nationwide group with state chapters. And I'm going to tell you right now that on the 7th of August, it's not fixed yet. We are still deliberating the date, but I think most people picked 7th of August. We are having another physical meeting. So another physical meeting is going to happen, and that physical meeting should be it is compulsory. Physical attendance is compulsory. So begin to make contacts right now. Let us tell you where your own where your state chapter is, so that you'll be able to attend that physical meeting. Remember, we have announced that one of the benefits of joining our association is this innovation we are introducing, talking about the school fees loan app. Remember this school fees loan app? This school fees loan app is going to it's going to completely eradicate the problem of debt and debtors in school. But it's going to be available exclusively to our members only. Somebody is telling me something here. Somebody says, look at it. Somebody says, let me show you this. Somebody says that, so where will school get the money to run these expenses? The question is, what did the parents bargain for? When they pay for tuition and when they pay school fees, are you now saying that if a parent does see anything that you put as a miscellaneous on your bill, you are saying that if a parent chooses not to pay it, no problem? So if a parent chooses not to pay exam fees, are you saying that the child will not be examined? Are you saying that the child will go to the next class unexamined? No problem. A parent can decide to take the child away to another school because you don't want to examine them. I am not saying that you will not eventually charge that money. Now, at the end of the day, the amount will not reduce, your total amount will not reduce, but you may give it another name. You may include it in some other expenses so that it will not create controversy. I'm talking about the controversy. If it is not creating controversy in your school, no problem. Hello? If it is not creating controversy in your school among your parents, no problem. But if it is creating controversy, then you need to criticize it and do something about it. So I'm coming back. Let me go on this break right now. When I come back, I'm going to tell you wonderful, wonderful new things that you need to hear. All right. So I'd like you to sit back. I have my cup of coffee here. I'm going to sip some of them and also then remind those who have not joined the class so far. So I'll be back. All right, I'm back. I'm back very quickly. So let me continue in my class. Remember that our class is titled, "What exactly should be the items on your school fees bill?" What exactly should be the items on my school fees bill? Sorry, let me open my slide again so that I'm going to just show you very quickly. All right, so I'm still on the first point. Of course, I'm not going to exhaust it in this class. We will continue in the next class. So I'm still talking about some items. Look at an item like ICT fee. In this 21st century, if you are still billing parents for ICT, that means you are saying that ICT is not part of education. A parent should not know. See, these things have changed. So things have really changed. Some schools still bill parents for furniture. So you don't see all these things. They are petty things that should not be seen on your bill. I'm going to show you what you should put. See, simply put, here's what you are doing. You are demarketing your school by including such items, and you have opened a loophole for controversy. I'm telling you, you are opening loopholes, and when you begin to open loopholes for controversy, you are creating rancor among people. Someone says, "Good morning, boss. Please, at the end, kindly tell us what should be included on the bill." Of course, I will do that before the end of class. All right, so let me continue in this class. But before I continue in this class, somebody told me that we should always appreciate those who have been patronizing us in this class, because let it not appear as if money has not been exchanging hands from some of you school owners to us. I must tell us the truth. Even though this class is free, I tell you, even though this weekly class is free, some parents buy some books. You understand? So even the books will add more value to you. I mean, school owners, not parents. So, and others patronize some of the services you have, like the following. Let me show you some of the things that we have been following us with. So I want to appreciate schools like Damsey schools in Idimo. They had their leadership attitude skills, and we trained their teachers. So look at the following schools we have trained their teachers. So many. I just had to select like 10. Damsey schools, Idimo, we had Bukky Field in Ketu, Lagos, Femlin schools, Nashville schools in Lekki. We have trained all teachers in all of these schools. Al-Nima, far away in Jigawa. So also New Hope schools in Abuja. We have Lorette schools in Lagos here. We have Vineville and Wrightville schools in Surulere. We have trained their teachers. You know why I'm telling you this? August is around the corner. I don't want a situation whereby you call us to come and train your teachers and all the days are booked. I tell you, the days are few, so don't think you have all. So if you want us to train your teachers, whether you want it, you may want physical training or virtual training. Virtual training is like I'm training live like this, but I'm not in your school. Your teachers are going to be following me, and it's also very interactive. And there's also recorded training. So those are the prices of each version. The physical training is 100,000 in Lagos. Other cities you can call. The virtual training anywhere is 55,000 naira, and recorded training is 30,000. So you can call for any version. But let me appreciate all of these schools. I'd like you to help me give them a round of applause, because they have also partnered with us further than these free trainings. You are talking about schools like Edidot in Lekki, Edidot schools in Lekki, and then Lighthouse schools in Ikorodu. Also, let me also appreciate again schools that have patronized our combo package, the 3 books, Israel schools in Oyo State, Ibadan, Avitu schools in Surulere, Lagos, Peace Professional in Lagos here, Solado School and Education Center in Delta Agbo, Kiddies World in Ikorodu, Robluk Children's Schools in Aja, and so many others. If you want your name to be among all of these ones, I'd like you to reach out to me so that we will train your teachers. It's important. Please, I want you to help me give them a round of applause again. So what can you patronize us on? You can buy books. Not even you can. If you don't have these books, if you don't have the 4-legged school growth strategy, the indispensable teacher and thrive, you are missing. And the prices are about to increase. The combo package for the 3 books is just 20,000 naira. But then the one I'm really particular about again is at the trainings. You need to train your teachers. You cannot be listening to all of this and not impart your teachers. Let us train your teachers. I'd like you to talk to me. July is here. August is there. We have a few weekends. You should book your date so that we will strike it off for you. On the 21st of July, we're going to be at Festac in Milieu Haven School, right here in Festac in Lagos, and it's going to be a wonderful time. So let me know your interest. Thank you very much. We are coming to your school. We are coming right to your school if you permit us. All right, so let us continue in the class. What exactly should be the items on my school fees bill? So I'm going back to my slide right now. So I've just been able to tell you some of the things. Now, let me tell you something. I'm not making this a law. I'm saying that, question, have your parents been coming to argue some items on your bill? If the answer is yes, then it means that you need to criticize that bill yourself. Here is a criteria to know which item should be on the bill or not. The criteria is that this item, if a parent does not pay it, does it mean I will not offer that service? That's the criteria. So if a parent refuses to pay clinical fees, does it mean you will not treat their children when they fall sick? If a parent refuses to pay exam fee, I have clarified stationery. Stationery should be there. It's okay. It's understandable. You know why? Because, are you seeing my slide? Okay. Stationery can be there. Why? Because the parent will justify it in their mind that, okay, you are printing it somewhere. How can you get the books? The books, just chat us privately and you get the books. You can chat our phone line privately. You will get the books. I think my admin, you can answer that on Facebook. The comment is on Facebook. Kindly reply with the phone contact and the prices of the books. All right. So if a parent does not pay an item, are you saying that you will not render that service when you charge for exam fee? If a parent refuses to pay, are you saying that they will not write exams? If you charge ICT fee, so a parent refuses to pay, are you saying that they will not do ICT in school? So that is the criteria. Any item that is on your bill that is not tuition, you must ask yourself, if a parent refuses to pay, does it mean that they will not enjoy their service? If the answer is no, then it should not be written on the bill. Because an avenue to make money from the parents. So let me tell you some things in this class. And I like you to listen very attentively because I'm going to be making some salient points. All right. Okay, I'm going to make some salient points in this class. Please listen to this point. Let me just show you. Because away from the issue of bills, sometimes you need to look at it. Okay, your tuition should be fair enough a fee for you to run the school, even if parents refuse to pay the other miscellaneous fees. You should be careful in setting your tuition. Your tuition should be fair enough a fee for you to run the school, even if parents refuse to pay the other miscellaneous fees. So don't make some items optional and still mandate parents to pay for them. For them, customers reason a lot. They will scrutinize every item on your bill and try to justify the reason from paying those items. So your parents, they reason a lot. Somebody says, okay, so your parents will scrutinize. I'm going. So your parents will scrutinize every item and what? Make you justify the reason for paying those items. So what are the items that should be on your bill? What are the items that should be on your bill? In trying to explain that, let me show you what I call the dynamic school fees billing. Yeah, I understand. You can't see my slide. All right, let me show you what I call this dynamic school fees billing. Dynamic in the sense that it gives parents freedom to choose. So I believe you can see my slides now. It gives your parents choose. Are you with me? So let's look at it. It's on our website. So school owners Forum. And please, okay, so there's what we call dynamic school fees billing. And what it means is that you create versions of your bill. You create different versions of your what? Of your bill. So let me begin to pay a bill. Let me prepare it for you so that you can see it yourself, so that you see it yourself. Let me prepare a version of that dynamic bill. All right. Okay, look at this. Look at this. Remember that we always make it practical. So you say there are three versions of your bill. You can call the first one bronze. You can say bronze. Then you say silver. You say gold. Now for each of them, you now put items in increasing order of benefits. Tuition is constant. We know that tuition is constant for each of them. So you say there is of course tuition is compulsory in all of the versions of the bill. Now, I want you to know something. You can put any item on your bill, but let the bill have various versions, like 3 versions, such that a parent can choose to pay for one and leave the other. I'm trying to look for that. Thank you very much. There's one more. Please give me the other one. This is gold. This is platinum. And then please give me the other one. Let me share this. Okay. So now look at this. Look at this bill I want to show you right now. Look at this bill. You really love this bill. I don't want you to just look at the content. Look also at the presentation. These things are very easy to do, but make sure that parents love what they see. They must love what they see. You know? Okay, so yeah, good. I even love this particular school. There are 4 versions of the bill. I'm showing you right now. Just hang in there. You're going to see it. You see my slide right now. So for those of us asking, what should be on the bill? I'm not particular about the exact items. I'm particular about the fact that if your parents are criticizing it, then you either need to remove it and make it part of other items, you understand? Or you just make sure that it is something that they will not need to. Why am I paying? Look at this. Look at this. Look at this bill. Look at this bill. Look at this bill right now. Bronze package. It says bronze package for year 7. It says every child a treasure. Now, what are the items that are on that bill right now? Look at the items on that bill. You will really love it. It says tuition. Now, PTF fund, that is not you all have PTF, and don't look at the price, don't worry. Speech lessons. You even say it's free. Kids Leadership Summit. Wow. And then the school even said that one is free. Now, this particular version of the bill is the minimum you can have, because the school owner knows that with this minimum tuition, I'm able to run the school. Now, I'm not talking about items like uniform. You know, they have to buy. You see, any item that is physical, nobody will argue it. When you have a physical item, an item, you understand me? An item that is physical, that's something they can handle. Nobody will criticize that one. Nobody will argue it. So when you have an item like school wears, the only question I want to answer concerning school wears is your school wears are always too expensive. Let the disparity between how much you are selling and how much they are selling in the open market, let it not be too wide. The amount you are selling your textbooks is too expensive. Let it not be so evident that you are out to make maximum gain from the parents. They will kick. They will complain. And so I hope you are seeing my bill right here. I hope you are seeing this example of a bill. Look at how colorful it is. Somebody says, are you saying that we can give parents different? Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Look at the question somebody's asking me. Are you saying that you can give parents different versions of bills? Yes. When you give them 3 versions of a bill, they are not confused, but instead of arguing with you, they'll begin to reason. Should I take this? It's like when you go to the market. Excuse me, parents. School owners, listen to me. Now look at me. Look away from my slides a bit and look at me. When you give parents one bill, or put yourself in the shoes when you go to the market and you ask somebody, how much is this gown, especially women, and the woman says, my gown is 28,000 last. How much last? You say last. How much has last? You walk away thinking you're going to get a better bargain somewhere else. Instead of allowing your parent to strike out items on your bill, look at. Instead of allowing them to strike out items, create different versions of the bill. So when an item is on this bill version 1, let it not be on another version. So if you don't want this version, you can either go for this version or that version or that version. Look at the other version of this bill. Look at the version called, look at the version called Silver Package. Take a look at Silver Package on that bill. You will notice that Silver Package has tuition, speech lesson, kids leadership summit, and then after school. You will notice that in version 1, there is no after school, and then in version 2, there is after school. So a parent will either go for this or that. Mr. Adeniji, what exactly should be on my bill? I don't know. I'm not going to answer that question. I have told you what should not be there. So I am now saying that if there are items you feel will be controversial, split your bill into versions. Let there be different versions. So, mommy, you can't go for this, right? Why not go for this? Now, let me show you another version of this bill. So we now have bronze package, silver package. Let's look at another package. Another package called what? I think, what's the name of that package? Can somebody see it and tell me? I want to know if you're following me. All right. Yes, gold package. Now look at the gold package of this bill. See what is there. The gold package has tuition, PTF, speech lessons, kids leadership summit, after school classes. And then there is another addition, sports. In case some of your parents are criticizing this issue of sports, that is why you removed it from the basic bill, which is the bronze package. You now put it on the what? On the gold package. Swimming and karate is here. Piano lessons is also here. Piano lessons is here. You understand? You're getting it right now. So instead of allowing them criticize the bill, why not create beautiful, creative versions of the bill? Now look at the biggest package of this bill. I'm telling you something. Many parents will eventually land on this biggest package, but they may start with the smallest one. When the child begins to worry them at home that, mommy, why didn't you pay for piano lessons? And then they will come back to you and say, mommy, school owner, what about this piano lesson? You say, well, the piano lessons is on our what? On our platinum package. So look at this platinum package, has some other inclusion like coding camp and trip to somewhere, an excursion in Abuja or something, to the zoo, to the museum. You understand? So instead of lumping everything together on the same bill, where you now have parents begin to strike out and fight you and fight you and fight you. Do you understand? So why not create different versions, different beautiful, colorful versions of the bill, and they will be excited about it? Is somebody getting this? Are you getting it? Is it making sense to you? Let me look at some comments that I have here. Somebody says, this is shocking me, sir. Are we going to have different classes for the versions of bills? No, you are going to have different versions for each class. You know, what you have been doing up till now is that you will create one single paper. One paper like that. This is primary 1 bill, primary 2 bill, basic 3, basic 4, SS3. And then the parent will now come back to you and begin to argue some items on the bill and say, madam, I'm not going to pay this. You say, okay. Madam, I will not pay this. I will not pay this. Then you begin to fight. Many times you end up cheating yourself because they will not pay you what you envisaged. So I'm saying that instead of allowing them to do that, why not give them flexibility? Let somebody say flexibility. I want you to type on the chat box. I want to hear that. Everybody right now, everybody listen to this. Say flexibility. Your bills must be flexible. It's like a menu. You understand? It's like going to the restaurant and then mixing your menu. Yeah, thank you. Keep saying it. Flexibility. Your bill should not be a straight jacket price. That is the reason why they are complaining. Of course, I have settled the fact that you should remove some items from your bill. Remove development levy. What are they? They are not developed. They are paying school fees. What you need for them is to pay you promptly. You will develop your school yourself. If anybody wants to contribute, let them contribute through PTA. Let them contribute through PTF. Development level is for olden days. It's for secondary schools, public schools, where people don't pay school fees. You develop your school yourself. Let them not begin to argue with you. You understand? Bills must be flexible. Thank you. Keep saying it. Flexibility. Flexibility is the word. I want you to remove ICT fee from your bill. It is archaic. We're in a modern era. If you don't teach ICT, then what are you teaching? Remove it. Please remove exam fee from your bill. Why will you want to teach children and not examine them at the end of the term? Please. Even though I know you are printing papers. Excuse me. Some of us, what you are telling the parents, they don't believe you. I know how much it costs to print question papers for 300 children. It is not much. If you have your own printer in your school, it is if you don't have printer. Maybe you are still giving your exam questions to one business center. If you are at school and you are doing that, I want you to go and stop that, please. You should not be typing and printing outside. I mean, from business center. You don't need that. How much is a printer? How much? What is it? Employer? You have a secretary. Let them print. Let them type and print in the school, so it's not expensive. And your parents know that much. So when you tell them that you are charging an exam fee, they don't believe you. That's why they are not paying it. Are you getting my point? I don't know if I'm getting too hard, but I'm enjoying it, and I hope you are enjoying it too. So let us understand that those things are, and for those of us who are charging extra lesson, let your extra lesson be extra lesson indeed. I realize that many schools, they charge extra lesson. School will close by 2. They don't say extra lesson between 2 and 2:30. Are you sure that learning is actually taking place between 2 and 2:30? If you are charging extra lesson, let your extra lesson be extra lesson. Let it be real. Let it be tangible. Let parents not pay money and then they are asking you what are they paying for. Sometimes they put an indictment on you as a school. You understand? So let's understand this thing. Parents must see value for everything they pay. Thank you for those who are still saying flexibility. Keep saying it. Flexibility is the word. Flexibility. It must be flexible. It must be flexible. So that flexibility is what will lead you now, everyone, to create different versions of your bill. Create different versions of your bill. Now, let me show you those versions I created again. I'm not saying you should pick my items. Look at the color. Hello. Are you seeing my color? Look at the color of my bill. Very beautiful. Very, very lovely. Why does your own bill look like a school fees reminder? Your bill is looking like a school fees reminder. Excuse me. Your bill, you should not just be one common slip like that. Look at my bill. Beautiful, colorful bill. Hello, if you want somebody to design it, let us help you. You can use our digital assistant service. We will help you. You understand? So your bill should be beautiful, it should be colorful, and it should be flexible. I think there are questions here. Somebody says, please, sir. Okay, let me see. So they won't think you are a confused school. Parents, feel there'll be no, there's no segregation. There's no segregation. Let me tell you something. When you create 3 versions of your bill, there's no segregation. It's a choice. You are giving them choice. And so they will appreciate you. See, let me tell you something. There's something we call psychology of pricing. If you do this, a parent can start with a basic one, the smallest one. But as time goes on, they'll begin to increase. They'll begin to upgrade. They begin to upgrade. By the end of the term, you may see that they are ending on what? The highest one. Your parents have money. Let me tell you something, SARS, MAS. You are charging school fees thinking your parents don't have money. They have the money. It's because they don't see what to put it on. So let me see. Is there any other question I have in the house? Somebody is saying, I agree with you. You're on point. Flexibility. Flexibility is a word. Thank you very much. I really appreciate you. But I want you to take a step further. I want you to take a step further from today. I want you to begin to take a step further. And what is step I want you to take further? I want you to begin to call us for our trainings. Call us to train your teachers. We have trained over 10,000 teachers in the last 3 years. And so your teachers should be among this summer. The dates are getting booked. Please, if you have that intention, the price is here. This is a price. You either go for the physical training or the virtual or the recorded. So if you have that intention, don't keep it. Don't just tell us so that we are going to tell you whether the date is available or not. On the 21st of July, we are going to Milieu Heaven in Festac. And then somewhere in August, we are going to Anything schools in Lekki. And then we have so many other schools lined up like that. And if you don't have my books yet, you are only if you don't have my books, you are missing a lot. You are missing. After this meeting, I want to take orders. I want to begin to take your orders. The 3 books cost 20,000 naira. Your delivery price depends on your location. So if you are after this, you don't have my books, call for your books, order the books. That's where to begin with us. Some people call me and begin to ask me questions. Sometimes I don't answer. You know why? Because the answer is in the books. The answers are already in the books. So once again, I want to remind you of all of these offers that I just shared with you. They are beautiful, wonderful offers, and you will really, really, really love them. Now, let me show you this thing. This one is really exciting me. This is exciting me. Our school fees loan app. The next physical meeting is holding on the 7th of August. Don't miss that meeting for anything. It is only those who attend our meetings physically that are seen to be members of SOF. If you want to associate with us, kindly join, except we don't have a chapter in your state yet, but we are working on that. Lagos. In Lagos, we need new zones. We already have a Ikorodu zone. I think we have a mainland zone. We have Lekki zones. If you are interested in hosting our school in your association, your school as a zone, kindly talk to me. You are going to be a coordinator, and the moment you become a zonal leader, you have access to more benefits. Ogun State, we are creating zones. Delta State, River State. So you need to join us on the 7th of August for that physical meeting, because that's the only way we know that you are a member, a bona fide member of our association, and you are eligible to begin to take advantage of this our school fees loan hub. How does it work? Instead of parents owing you, let us pay them. Let us pay you the money. Let us pay you their school fees, while the parents pay back the loan instrumentally for 3 or 4 months. That's how it works. So you will not have any debt in your school. Instead of the parents owing you, they will apply for the loan for that. That's soft loan from us, from the SOF app. And we are going to pay the money, not to the parent, to you. So you get all your money while the parents pay back instrumentally. Terms and conditions apply, of course. And we are discussing that already. On the 7th of August, we will finalize. This class has been awesome. I don't know about you. I've enjoyed the class. It has been an awesome session. You understand? Somebody is still talking to me. So do we have other comments? Thank you very much. Somebody says, we small schools are not, you are included, sir. Whether small or big, you can go for your choice. You can go for the recorded version. Yes, the recorded version is just 30,000. The live interactive version is 55,000, while the physical training is 100,000 in Lagos. For other states, we are going to talk about it. So whether you are big or small, let us talk to your teachers. That training is awesome. I want to take orders after this meeting. I really appreciate you very much. I cannot thank you enough for joining this class. This is a huge attendance we have today. So let's continue the discussion on WhatsApp, on Facebook, on all our channels. Let me begin to take your orders. This is our phone number on the screen. Look at the screen by the bottom. By the bottom left, you see the phone number. That's the phone number to chat or call to get any of our product. Thank you very much. It's been a wonderful class. Somebody said you have not answered my. What's your question, Madam Tumininu? What's your question? You have not answered. What's the question? I didn't see the question. What's the question? Okay. Is there a need to call them to meeting and explain all this to them? Why not? Call the meeting. Tell them that there's going to be versions of it. Say to make it flexible. Teach them the way I just taught you. Tell them the way I told you. Tell them the reasons that you want it to be flexible. You don't want them to be disgruntled anymore. You understand? So you can call the meeting. Tell them. Thank you very much, ma'am. All right. So the WhatsApp number is on the screen. Look at the screen. 080 69 46 2143. 080 6946 2143. You can put +234 if you are from outside Nigeria. I want to be seeing I'm seeing your thank yous, your appreciation. I want to see them. It's encouraging to me. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I really appreciate you. We are going to meet again in next week's class. Please, let's not invite you anymore to this class. The class, just set your reminder. It's every Saturday, 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. All right. Once again, I'm David Adeniji, by the grace of God, convener of the School Owners Forum. And so we've had a wonderful class. Let's meet again in the next class, which is next week. But let's continue the discussions online. Bye for now.
Do you know that the worth of your school is the combined worth of your teachers? Do you know that the value of your school is the combined value that your parents have placed on your teachers? Are you having problems with making your teachers cooperate with you and be productive as you would want to be? What you need is our training. We have trained over 10,000 teachers in the last few years, and the results have been tremendous. We have two packages. We have the leadership attitude, skills, and ethics, which is LACE for teachers, and we also have TRACE, teachers reorientation for action, capacity, and excellence. So which of them do you want? Call us and let us train your teachers. The results will amaze you. We will help them see the reasons why cooperating with you leads to their own growth, and at the end of the day, it leads to the growth of the school. So it's important. Let us train your teachers. We can come to your school, train them in your school. We can also organize that training for you online. Hello, school owner. You need a social media and web assistant, someone who will design flyers, beautiful flyers, twice every week, manage your website, and make sure that the beautiful things that happen in your school on daily basis well presented to an online audience, both your parents and even prospective parents who are not in your school. Every day in the life of a school is an event, is a story that can be packaged and told to the world. Unfortunately, many of us pay hundreds of thousands of naira, sometimes millions, as salaries. But we don't have anybody managing our image online. You will design 2 flyers per week, post those articles on your social media handles, also post them on your website, and follow up on your pages, comments, and all of that. Before you know it, you begin to get calls. Don't limit yourself to your physical environment. There are many people out there looking for your kind of school, but they are not seeing it because they are Googling it online, they are going on social media, they are not seeing you. So you need a social media assistant, and a web assistant.